I mean, that's like a round of applause for our amazing crews and for Darlene getting back and ready to go. We're going to go back to the machine that started this hour. So if you bought the Futura, maybe it's time to pass on the tradition of sewing to somebody else in your life. Maybe it's time to get this amazing, passionate hobby, this useful skill for life, to get daughters and sons and nieces and nephews in on the tradition. Well, here's the way to do it. This is the Singer Talent. It's a 23-stitch, dial-a-stitch mechanical machine. Today, as part of our amazing, wonderful 24-hour craft event, our sale prices on Singer machines, you're getting 15% off the price. That's a $30 savings today. If you bought the Futura, your savings more than paid for one of these to take home today. Plus, because we decided to do all Singer on 5 Flex, you have a huge Flex special. Regardless of the price, we did 5 broken down interest-free payments. So you can get home a Talent 23-inch for just over $1 a day, plus free shipping and handling, plus the Singer brand name guarantee, and amazing power and results at the end of the day.
Oh, you betcha. Sewing on denim, whether it's functional or decorative. You have your utilitarian stitches as well, and there's some pretty decorative stitches that you'll see in here. In fact, I want to pull one up right now. I want to pull up the crescent stitch. The crescent stitch is right here. It looks like a little half moon. I'm going to shorten my stitch length. I'm going to widen the stitch width all the way to 6 millimeters, and we are going to have some fun with that stitch on this vintage handkerchief. You know, if you are fortunate enough to have some vintage pieces from some of your relatives, I happen to have a few pieces. I was so fortunate. But you know, sometimes you don't know what to do with them, or they have a stain, or you know, and maybe it's not practical in your world, but you can use them for decorative purposes. This one is decorating a tote. And you see the tote on our little vignette table, where we wanted to show you some of the things that you could look forward to accomplishing with this machine. You see the crescent stitch? See how pretty that is? And how it's so curvy, and it goes with the other stitches around it. Now with the needle in, I will lift the foot and turn and be able to continue stitching without skipping a stitch. Let's get this part under control here. There we go. And now I'll keep on with that same stitch down the other way. So since we have kids getting out of school really in the next few weeks, and they're looking for something to do this summer, why not teach them sewing? There's no calories.
Well, and when you look at the power and the speed, I mean, maybe you have a mechanical, maybe you have a dial-a-stitch, and it's just not performing the way you envision it performing. Today, you can get a Singer machine home for the lowest price ever offered. Today, you can get it basically for just over $1 a day. Today, for the 100 of you that got that Futura Quartet, the savings we took on that 4-in-1, you could buy this one with the savings that you got. That's how low priced it is. That's how phenomenal it is. That is a customer pick for a reason. Because it's Singer, because it's built to last, because it's metal, it's mechanical, it's durable, it's dependable, and it's really the easiest way into the world of sewing. And you should know we're kind of breaking the rules right now, because there are really only enough of this machine for 2 airings. We already did the airing. We sold out of the Futura Quartet 10 minutes early. So you may think you're going to get another shot at this afternoon, but you may not. With callers calling in now, less than 400 available, and just a few minutes for Darlene to kind of get creative, because she kind of gets to live this presentation all over again on surprise.
Yes, how fun. And we get to do things we didn't get a chance to show you a few moments ago, so I'm really glad we had a chance to come back to this machine. This is the versatile, easy to use, no learning curve to speak of, simple mechanical talent, and it has 23 dial-a-stitch. Dial-a-stitch means no motherboard, no computer components to worry about. This is the way that sewing started back in 1851 when Isaac Singer patented his first machine. It was a mechanical. So I know that Singer knows what they're doing for over 160 years when they bring us the most incredible mechanical machines. Mechanical machines that now make one-step buttonholes, that now have top-loading drop-in bobbins instead of that front oscillating bobbin case. You don't have to deal with that anymore. They've made sewing so easy. And with all of the stitch variability, you're getting stitch patterns, functional, and being able to make quilts, costumes, doggy clothes. I mean, you name it, you'll be able to accomplish that with this machine and so much more. Now, this is using a blind hem foot and the blind hem stitch to put on this piece on the placemat. So it's called blind hem applique, and it's a little folky art look where the edging actually shows. And that's a great, now that also was used here to arrest any unraveling. So on this particular placemat, it's a very loose weave, so rather than turn over the edge, we've got the edge sewn, and then you pick the stitches out until it gets to the edge, and then you have yourself a beautiful fit edge finish. And notice, a variegated thread was used. So there's so many different things that you can do. I mean, the possibilities are absolutely endless. And when you stop to do quilting, this is considered quilting, but this is my kind of quilting. I mean, this is small. It's not overwhelming. It's not something you have to spend, you know, a second career on. This is just small and doable.
Well, I'm amazed at the artistic finishes and results you can get from a machine that we call a mechanical starter.
Yes.
This is not just, you know, to hem. It's not just to repair. It's not just for single buttonhole. You see Darlene's creativity explode with a machine like this. And speaking of, by the way, Darlene's Foot Parade DVD, I've got about a handful left. And I think a handful literally is like a handful. So if you want it, it's on Flex. And you can see Darlene's creativity come to life, come up with really...